Are you a thrill seeker or a beach lover? Well, not all islands are tropical paradises. In fact, some are incredibly dangerous, and visiting them could be life-threatening. From treacherous wildlife to volatile climates and toxic environments, these islands are anything but idyllic. In today's video, we'll uncover the top 10 most dangerous islands you should absolutely avoid. Buckle up, because this journey is going to take you to some of the most hazardous and mysterious places on Earth. Let's dive in. Number 10. North Sentinel Island, India. Tucked away in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, North Sentinel Island is one of the most mysterious and dangerous places on Earth. The island is home to the indigenous Sentinelese people, one of the last uncontacted tribes in the world. Known for their fierce hostility toward outsiders, they have resisted any attempts at contact for centuries. The Indian government has declared the island off-limits to ensure the tribe's protection and to avoid violent confrontations. Approaching the island is extremely dangerous, as previous visitors, whether researchers, fishermen, or missionaries, have been met with aggressive attacks, sometimes resulting in death. The islanders' isolation means they lack immunity to modern diseases, making outside contact a threat not only to their lives but also to anyone daring to visit. Number 9. Ilha da Queimada Grande, Brazil. Located about 90 miles off the coast of São Paulo, Ilha da Queimada Grande, also known as Snake Island, is one of the most terrifying places on Earth. This island is entirely infested with one of the deadliest species of snakes in the world, the golden lancehead viper. What makes this island so dangerous is that the population of these venomous serpents is extraordinarily high. Some estimates suggest there's at least one snake for every square meter. The golden lancehead viper's venom is so potent that it can melt human flesh, and with no natural predators on the island, their population has thrived. The Brazilian government has prohibited visitors from setting foot on the island for their safety, and only a handful of specially trained scientists are allowed to go there for research purposes. This island isn't just a danger to humans, it's a living nightmare where nature has created the perfect storm of danger. If you value your life, this is one island you definitely want to avoid. Number 8. Bikini Atoll, Marshall Islands. Bikini Atoll, a beautiful coral island nestled in the Marshall Islands, may look like a tropical paradise at first glance, but it's one of the most dangerous places on Earth, and not for reasons you might expect. In the 1940s and 1950s, this remote island was the site of extensive nuclear testing by the United States. Over a dozen atomic bombs were detonated here, including one of the most powerful hydrogen bombs ever tested. The result? An eerie legacy of radioactive contamination that continues to affect the island and its surrounding waters to this day. Despite efforts to clean up the area, radiation levels remain dangerously high. The native inhabitants were relocated decades ago, and even though there have been discussions about repopulating the island, the risks of radiation exposure have made that a distant possibility. While a few brave adventurers and divers are drawn to Bikini Atoll to explore the haunting shipwrecks beneath the lagoon, visitors must exercise extreme caution. Prolonged exposure to the environment here could pose serious health risks, including cancer. So, as tempting as its clear waters and stunning scenery might be, Bikini Atoll remains a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of nuclear fallout, and a place best admired from a distance. Number 7. Grinyard Island, Scotland. Grinyard Island, located off the northwest coast of Scotland, may look peaceful from a distance with its rugged landscape and natural beauty, but it's anything but safe. During World War II, this small island was the site of a top-secret biological warfare testing by the British government. Scientists experimented with anthrax, a deadly bacterium, to develop biological weapons capable of mass destruction. As a result, the island became heavily contaminated. The anthrax spores, which are highly resilient, rendered Grinyard uninhabitable for decades. Although decontamination efforts took place in the late 20th century, with claims that it was declared safe in the 1990s, the lingering fear of possible residual contamination keeps people far away. It stands as a chilling reminder of the dangers of biological warfare and the long-term environmental impacts such experiments can have. This island, once a test site for deadly disease, is definitely not a place you'd want to visit. Number 6. Okunoshima Island, Japan. A toxic legacy from the past hidden off the coast of Japan lies Okunoshima Island, a place that may seem charming at first glance, often nicknamed Rabbit Island, due to the abundance of wild rabbits that roam its terrain. However, beneath this seemingly innocent facade lies a chilling and toxic past that makes it one of the most dangerous islands you should avoid. During World War II, Okunoshima was a top-secret site for the production and testing of chemical weapons, specifically poison gas. The Japanese Imperial Army produced over 6,000 tons of mustard gas and other lethal substances right here. This toxic legacy still haunts the island today. Even though the production facilities were dismantled after the war, some remnants of the hazardous chemicals remain, buried deep in the soil. Why is it dangerous? The risk of exposure to chemical residues, including mustard gas, poses a serious health threat. Although Japan has tried to clean the island, there's still lingering contamination. Visitors may unknowingly come into contact with traces of these toxic substances, potentially causing respiratory issues, skin burns, and other long-term health complications. While tourists often visit Okunoshima to interact with the hundreds of friendly rabbits that roam free, it's important to remember that this island holds a dark history of chemical warfare and deadly substances lurking beneath its surface. If you're looking for a safe and carefree adventure, it's best to avoid Okunoshima Island. What you can't see might harm you the most. Number 5. Clipperton Island, Pacific Ocean. Clipperton Island is a remote and desolate atoll located in the eastern Pacific Ocean, about 1,000 kilometers (620 miles) southwest of Mexico. On the surface, it might appear as a tropical paradise with its crystal-clear waters and uninhabited beaches. However, this island holds a much darker and more dangerous side. The island's hazardous terrain is a major reason for concern. Its jagged coral reefs and treacherous, steep cliffs make it nearly impossible for boats to dock safely. The constant threat of dangerous waves and unpredictable weather only adds to the peril for anyone attempting to land on its shores. Once on the island, survival becomes a challenge due to the lack of fresh water and shelter, making long-term habitation impossible. Furthermore, the waters surrounding Clipperton Island are infested with aggressive sharks. Divers and swimmers must be on high alert as the region is known for having large populations of these predators. Additionally, poisonous fish, such as the stonefish, lurk in the shallows. These venomous creatures can easily blend into the rocky seabed, and stepping on one can result in excruciating pain, paralysis, and even death if medical treatment isn't readily available. Despite its fascinating history and unique ecosystem, Clipperton Island is a dangerous place where nature reigns supreme, making it a destination that should be avoided at all costs. Number 4. Farland Islands, USA. Located about 30 miles off the coast of San Francisco, the Farland Islands are a cluster of rocky outcrops that are both remote and treacherous. These islands are best known for their large population of great white sharks, which are drawn to the area by the abundance of seals and sea lions. As a result, the surrounding waters have earned a reputation as one of the most dangerous shark habitats in the world. But it's not just the sharks that make the Farland Islands hazardous. The area is also notorious for its strong, unpredictable ocean currents. These powerful currents create treacherous conditions for boaters and divers, making it difficult to navigate or escape the waters in an emergency. In fact, many local guides advise avoiding the area entirely unless you're a professional with experience in handling such extreme conditions. If that wasn't enough, the islands have also been used as a dumping ground for nuclear waste, raising concerns about possible radiation hazards. The combination of predatory marine life, dangerous ocean currents, and potential contamination make the Farland Islands a place most travelers should steer clear of. Number 3. Surtsey Island, Iceland. Surtsey Island is one of the youngest and most fascinating islands on Earth, having emerged from the ocean after a volcanic eruption that lasted from 1963 to 1967. Located off the southern coast of Iceland, this island is not only a natural wonder but also a highly dangerous place that you should definitely avoid. The island's volcanic origins make it a high-risk area, as it sits in one of the most volcanically active regions in the world. Although the volcanic activity that formed the island has since subsided, the region is still geologically unstable, with the possibility of future eruptions. Visiting Surtsey could potentially expose you to unpredictable natural events like earthquakes, toxic gases, and even fresh lava flows. Beyond the volcanic hazards, Surtsey is also a strictly protected scientific site. Access to the island is heavily restricted to researchers only, as it serves as a unique laboratory for studying ecological succession and the formation of new life. Because human interference could disrupt these delicate processes, no tourists are allowed to set foot on the island. So, while it might be tempting to visit this UNESCO World Heritage Site, it's not only dangerous but also illegal to do so. In short, between its volcanic dangers and its restricted access, Surtsey Island is one of the most perilous and off-limits places on the planet. This is definitely an island better admired from afar. Number 2. Christmas Island, Australia. Located in the Indian Ocean, Christmas Island may seem like a tropical paradise at first glance, but it hides some deadly dangers beneath its lush landscapes. The island is home to a massive population of red crabs, which migrate in the millions every year. While the crabs themselves aren't venomous, their sheer numbers can be overwhelming, covering roads and pathways and making movement dangerous. What makes Christmas Island truly hazardous are the other, more threatening creatures that reside there. One of the island's deadliest inhabitants is the yellow crazy ant, an invasive species that sprays formic acid, which can cause skin burns and damage to the eyes of humans and animals. Another danger lurks in the form of venomous snakes like the island's native species, the Christmas Island blind snake, and the non-native wolf snake, which has become increasingly aggressive. Though these dangers may not always be in plain sight, they pose a significant risk to both locals and visitors alike. It's a place where the beauty of nature collides with the hidden perils lurking just around the corner. Number 1. Ramree Island, Myanmar. Ramree Island is infamous for being one of the most dangerous places on Earth, largely due to the presence of a chilling natural threat, saltwater crocodiles. These apex predators are not only incredibly aggressive but are also known to be the largest reptiles in the world, growing up to 23 feet in length. However, crocodiles aren't the only concern. This isolated island is also home to a variety of deadly venomous snakes that lurk in the dense vegetation, making it a perilous place for anyone brave enough to explore its uncharted territory. Many of these snakes are highly poisonous, and a single bite could prove fatal in a place where medical help is virtually non-existent. What makes Ramree even more infamous is its haunting history. During World War II, it was the site of one of the most horrifying mass deaths caused by wildlife. Hundreds of Japanese soldiers, retreating into the mangrove swamps of the island, were reportedly devoured by the crocodiles in one of the largest and deadliest predator attacks ever recorded. Today, Ramree Island remains shrouded in danger and mystery. The combination of treacherous wildlife and its eerie historical legacy makes this island a place to avoid at all costs. If you value your life, steer clear of the swamps and waters of Ramree Island. And there you have it, the top 10 most dangerous islands you might want to steer clear of. Whether it's deadly wildlife, extreme weather, or even human threats, these islands are no joke. So next time you're planning a vacation, make sure these destinations aren't on your list. Additional warnings: research local laws, regulations, and safety guidelines. Avoid traveling alone or without experienced guides. Be aware of potential health risks. Note: some islands may have restricted access or require special permits. Sources: National Geographic Travel Advisory websites. Island-specific reports. Stay informed and stay safe. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications for more wild travel content. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.